Hey, everybody, and welcome to the second AJS News that we have for you this week.
Yes, but first, a word from us, our own sponsors.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Oh, hey guys. Thank you so much for purchasing the YouTube OnlyFans. Like what you see? As a token of our appreciation, we too wanted to give back to the community. Oh yeah, this batch is ready.
We're gonna be rich!
Guys, we don't need to do this anymore. We just got approved for the YouTube join button.
What the hell? What are we gonna do with all this?
Oh, I don't know. Put it away.
Unless you guys still want it.
Yep, that's for our Patreon channel. Thank you guys so much for going above and beyond the Call of Duty and continuing to re-up and maintain your membership there. It really helps us out, forms
Really
that
appreciate
backbone
it.
of the Angry Army. Joe and Alex post exclusive well, all of us post exclusive content to there, like pictures and things, behind the scenes stuff,
yeah.
which we then bring out
goofy
for
shit.
everybody, to check out in the Q&As, which is available to everybody. We're going to be doing a Q&A here towards the end of the week, Friday.
Yep.
So check that out on our YouTube channel. And so appreciate y'all supporting the channel. Anything that you do really supports it. Watching it, subscribing, sharing it with your friends. Thank y'all very much. Let's get to the news.
All right, we got more news on Dragon Age 4.
And before we begin, I've got a little bit of feedback because I cut you off in the Xbox impressions. Didn't let y'all have your time to talk. So I'm trying to make a better effort in order to stop cutting people off. But I don't think it will ever be eliminated because it's just the way friends talk.
Yeah.
Joe will intercut into what I'm saying or Alex saying it. So I'm just trying to find a better balance, or at least be aware that it's something that happens. I normally do it to keep videos going a little quicker. Let's move on to the next thing. But I think I'll just stop caring about how long the videos are because a lot of you are already used to our long-ass videos. I mean, our videos have been bloated so long that I think most of you are all right. So I'm going to stop worrying about all that stuff and try to do a better job of not interrupting anybody. So, it may start very somber and quiet at first until I get used to it and we move on. Or until I completely forget about it and then we just go back to normal. So, let's go.
How dare you? Our videos aren't bloated. They're
Dragon Age 4.
content packed. Yes, Dragon Age 4. You know that game that they had that other one that came out like 6 years ago, and then
Yes.
they've been teasing it this one.
Don't interrupt, Alex.
And then stop it, OJ.
Damn it.
I'm sorry. I had to.
So we got some information from Mark Dara, which is the BioWare producer. Gave us some more. It's in development, still ongoing.
Well, we knew
What,
this.
has it not been?
Yeah, but it wasn't tweeted about last
knew
week,
this.
so it's like,
So have
The logo,
Wait a minute.
the thing was shown.
they worked
But-
on the logo? That's it.
Yeah.
Now they're starting.
now they're starting.
Now
That
it's
was the
official.
logo.
It's ongoing.
We did the logo
We did
about
the
a year ago.
No, I heard that the development has restarted a few
Yeah.
times, or maybe one time. And then it's a live service game. All these words that we don't like.
We don't like those words. So they're not just working on Anthem. They are also working on Dragon Age 4. Because remember, Anthem,
Anthem's-
we ever forgot about Anthem. Anthem was all we talked about,
They're still working on Anthem?
they have to be working on
Anthem
Anthem.
2 coming out soon.
No.
No, Anthem 2.0 of the 1.0.
Man, I don't know
Version
what they're
2.0.
doing now.
Anthem
Version
1, version 2.0,
Yeah.
part 1.
1.
Series X.
Don't start with that.
Yeah,
Anthem for Series X.
Yeah, and so we've been waiting for a really long time. I like the Dragon Age games, and
Yeah.
I didn't realize the last one came out all the way back in 2014, and they talked about slow and steady progress and all these other things. And really what it turns out is they spent all of their time on Anthem, it didn't work, and then they spent all of their time on Anthem, pulled people away from Dragon Age, and now, but they assure us that they, at least one guy,
To fix Anthem.
yes, to fix Anthem, but at least one person is still working on Dragon Age, and production is ongoing.
One guy.
At least one.
One guy.
It has to be one person. So we don't know how
No.
many people.
Crunch time for that guy.
Yeah,
It's
you're-
more than one guy.
it's a whole team probably,
Yeah.
but the fact that they're taking their sweet time and that they've had to restart over and over because they had plans for it, and EA's like, that's not live service enough, and then this isn't live service enough, and more and more and more. So
I hope
just hate
Jason
that.
is on that behind the scenes, because if it comes out and it's a colossal disaster, there'll be another Anthem situation.
Yeah.
Be another story we want to hear about. But hopefully they're going to do it right, because they learn from their mistakes, right?
We would hope so.
EA does sometimes, as a publisher, learn from their mistakes. But now we need to look at the developer. Can the developer learn from their mistakes as well? We'll have to see.
We got to see those head honchos if they could fix it or something. But
I mean, guys, I do want to mention that Star Wars Squadrons are recently the Game Changers. Now, I know these are paid people or that get flown out and watch it early.
It's amazing.
But some of them I kind of trust their opinions on, and some of them it could just be hype pieces. But from what I've seen and what they've said, it's looking good. It's as in terms of gameplay and not being too arcadey, is skill based. So maybe EA does learn from their mistakes. And I'm not saying get excited for it yet. I'm just saying some of it looks positive, as if they've learned from some mistakes.
Yeah, but it's not BioWare.
Yeah, but that again, that's the publisher, and then Motive is the developer, and over here, BioWare is the developer here. Have they changed their processes? Have they started listening to their other studios around? Has the company culture changed in a way?
Of course it's changed. Everyone got fired and left.
Well, everybody left.
Yeah. Everyone at BioWare there's like completely new team at BioWare.
That's what I'm kind of worried about, too. It's a brand new team, so I don't know. We'll see.
Impressionable. They would listen to EA and make it live service. All right, well, enough on it. We know that it's ongoing, and then maybe in 2-3 years we'll be playing another Dragon Age game, which would be kind of exciting because I love playing those style of games. So
yes, yeah.
Okay, rumor time. It's more than a rumor. This is like more of an established thing. So Hideo Kojima has been in contact with Junji Ito once again to discuss plans for a new horror game. So at Comic-Con at home, Ito was asked by a fan if he was working on any video games, and he couldn't talk too much about it, but he'd been in conversation with Kojima, talking about a new Kojima horror game.
I'm all for horror games. I love them.
Yeah, and so it's kind of exciting stuff. It's not going to be Silent Hill, but it could be something,
similar.
If something feels the same, which would be really nice, because we've been let down.
Ghost clowns. Think about it.
No,
it's just things that OJ
that's
is
scary for you.
Fucking ghost clowns are scary. All you hear is honk honk. What's that noise?
Yeah, I don't think that's a Kojima game. You know what? I would love to see the Kojima take on Ghost Clowns, because it would be fucking insane.
Think about it, Alex.
Think about it.
I am.
I'm on board, Joe. I'm on board. Let's do
you got
it.
one.
Yeah. All right.
Kojima Ghost Clowns.
I keep thinking about
honk honk saw me.
Oh, the big clonk.
What's that?
Well, they wear the big shoes, and so you hear them like slapping against the ground when they're running at you.
That's
flappy.
scary.
Yeah.
All right?
You know that Flappy Bird?
Yeah.
He slaps. That's what you.
You gotta get it.
Yeah.
All right.
I hope so. Well, I hope that's good, because he's an extremely talented person, and you team him up with Kojima, and you've got two top talents with just really interesting, creative ideas. It could be great.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see if it is good. I hope it's not Ghost Clowns. But if it is, I will still play it.
I will make you play.
Yeah.
I still want PT. I know we'll never get it. But I just want somebody to just make that game and for him to return to it. But it's not happening.
Yeah.
They're moving on from that. And but hopefully whatever does end up replacing it will be good.
Mm-hmm. In other development news, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part II
is now in development.
Full development.
So was it 6 years?
Yeah, probably at least.
So we'll see it in
3
3
years.
And they've been development already. They ain't been working on that shit. Don't tell me that they're starting now. Well,
what did
honestly,
he say?
the pandemic did kind of fuck things up. I keep forgetting about the fucking pandemic.
They could work
so
from
they
home.
probably
Go
went from
ahead.
home, and maybe, but it's not the same.
So in a Japanese interview this week, Square Enix has confirmed
for so
that
long.
they are now entering full development, which
Now
they have not.
entering.
They have not been in full development. Now they are now entering full development.
Full
So
steam ahead.
they were just half chub
Okay.
beforehand, and so now they're
2 years. So it's going to be 2 years. There's going to be a game that will be on the next-gen consoles. Of course, I do think they'll probably still put it out for the last gen or the current
In
gen.
2 years, you think?
Yeah, I think it's
I
gonna
was
take
thinking
2
longer
years.
than
Okay.
that.
No, not longer than that because they've
4
done
years?
pre-production.
What do you think?
Give a little bit to the pre-production, and they've already laid out the engine. They've already laid out much of the assets and different things.
You don't know.
Yes, I do know, Joe. That's how some of these games
Some
are
of 'em.
made. All right, you don't know. How about that?
True.
That's your opinion.
I'm thinking 4.
4 years.
He's thinking 2. Alex?
3. We'll split the
3?
difference.
Nah, you cheated.
Yeah, I am cheating,
He's cheating.
If it's now going in full development, I could see it releasing probably 2.5 years from now. I think it would be holiday 2022.
No, that's me. 2 years.
Yeah, I mean just over
2020.
just over.
2022.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
could.
take 2022. You're 2023.
All right, fine.
2024.
And you're 2024.
All right, fine. I'm 2023.
All right, let's see who's
There
right.
you go.
Yeah.
We gonna forget about this tomorrow.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, we will
For
not remember
sure.
any of this stuff. Well, yeah, so it's in development. We don't know how many installments there's going to be. Some people are estimating that it's 4. Some people saying 6. Some people have split the difference and said 5.
No,
And
I don't think so. I think it's gonna be 3. I think they're gonna
Oh, my
condense that
God.
shit.
I hate
Because
that
there's
so
no way
much.
you can't string along fans for a fucking decade and a
I hate
half
that
and
so
2
much.
decades. I guess they did it with Kingdom Hearts, but whatever.
I hate that
Yeah.
so much. No.
3 games.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be so mad. So let's see if they go full Kingdom Hearts and ruin it, or if I don't know what the hell they're gonna do.
Because
have
I
to
want
wait.
them to then move on to other Final Fantasies. Not only brand new experiences, but also maybe remaking some of the others that you've told us about.
Yeah, I could see that.
I don't want them to just sit there with the one game for the next fucking decade, remaking Final Fantasy VII. As much as I'm a big new
why
fan
not
of
If it makes
both,
them money.
we're both converted now to
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII, and we want to see at least 3 games. I think ideally it's 3 if you condense it. You want 4?
I want minimum 4. I'm not gonna get it. I know I'm
want
not
3.
gonna get it because I'm gonna get Kingdom Hearts instead. But I'm trying to be positive. It's just not working.
Yeah, but it's slightly different because Kingdom Hearts are sequels that continue the story. This one is sequels that continue the story
like,
that's
wait.
already been told. But you see what I'm
different.
saying? It's not
It's-
the next
yeah,
Final
it's
Fantasy.
different.
Well, I also
Just-
mean like the timelines
I-
and fate and all the other garbage
yeah.
Kingdom
Darkness in your heart,
Yeah,
Alex.
darkness
This
in
is
my
darkness.
Yeah, that's exactly
Whatever
what
it is, I hope it will be good because, I don't know what is the next segment in the Final Fantasy story. He's been playing it offline. I kind of want to save it to be, not spoiled or anything. I mean, it's all over the internet, but, just I want to experience it in the game coming up. But what I'm worried about, is it compelling enough, you know what I mean, the next section to make its own game? Because Midgard was compelling. That they made from it was pretty. Like,
I think that's
nice
the least
game.
compelling part of the original
Really?
game for me. I think the game really opens up right as this first thing ends and the
You're in a
world opens
casino.
up and you.
But you would
Yeah.
probably say that would take game 3 to really open up. Game 2 is going
Game 2 could probably do that.
It's like the lull in between.
No, there's no. Well, I think the beginning is more of the lull.
Okay.
I mean, it depends on how they're probably just gonna skip some of the random like running and oh no bad guys
Right.
stuff. So,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking worms that come out.
yeah, chocobo breeding. Have you started your chocobo breeding program?
have
You were
not.
talking. No. All right,
No.
got to get them greens. All right, then into the next news. No more Final
I
Fantasy.
need
7.
my date with Tifa.
Yes,
It's true. I never got it.
Never got
that's
a date.
true.
Son of a bitch.
We have to replay it all of the times
Because
we
I
need
know
all
I fucked
3
up with
dates.
Jesse.
We got to save our Tifa costumes. Did you say the boobies? Those balloons still blown up?
Yeah, there's probably a balloon blown up in the back. We should do a giveaway where it's just like this
So
was
here.
under OJ's shirt.
No.
No.
Just sign it and there you go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Phil Spencer shuts down the idea of Xbox Game Pass coming to other platforms. So we talked a little bit about this because Xbox seems to be more interested in selling you games than consoles, which completely makes financial sense. But some people were
go ahead.
some people were talking about because they seem to be less interested in selling you the 12 teraflop Xbox Series X and they're more interested in you getting you on Game Pass and selling you the games itself, maybe playing on PC. They're like, well, maybe you could use this Game Pass and put it on PlayStation, same way that Netflix is on PlayStation, all these other ones. And he says, no.
No.
They need
Oh,
to have some exclusivity.
Yeah, they have to. They can't
So
lose that.
that's that.
Well, guys, it's called Xbox Game Pass.
Mhm.
It's not called PS4 Game Pass.
But if they want to make more money.
It's not called Nintendo Game Pass. What are y'all talking about? I don't understand what y'all are saying.
Yeah.
It's Xbox Game Pass. Anyways, I don't feel like we talked about that enough, and maybe we will get in more into that in some deeper analysis videos outside of the news. But I think it's becoming clear now, Xbox's strategy being much, much different from PlayStation's strategy. Xbox, it's not really about the Xbox Series X. In fact, they de-emphasized their own console, which to me seems counterintuitive. They're hurting their own console sales. But you have to ask yourself, why? Why? And if you actually research it, it's because they are doing what you said, which is more of games as a service. Now, I don't really like live games as a service, but in this instance, the way they're talking about it, it's both good and bad. Good in terms of value, because not enough people are talking about this, how amazing, and it didn't really, click right when he said it. We did talk about it a little bit, and we're impressed by it, but when you buy Xbox Game Pass, you get all the games that they were talking about. That is fucking crazy. As a gamer, that is the most pro-gamer move of any company, and Xbox should be praised for it, and I'm becoming a big Xbox fan for realizing that, because you're only spending $15 for that.
It's a good deal.
And they got me.
$15,
I'm spending my
Joe.
own money.
I know. $15, Joe. Now, what do you do on PlayStation? Well, you're going to buy 60, then you're going to get 60, then you're going to spend 60.
Well, it's at
then
70.
you're going to spend 60.
70.
70.
If it goes
No,
up.
we're not
He
buying
buys-
that game.
He bought 2K.
We're not buying that game.
That's
Joe,
not
if you buy
true.
that game, you're not my friend no more.
It was on.
You better tell me if he buys that game.
It was on Game Pass.
What?
Oh, you
Game
played it? You
Pass.
played it on
You
Game
didn't buy
Pass?
no. Joe, did you buy the game?
It's on Game Pass. It's 50. It's free.
What?
2K is free on it.
2K? You got 2K on Game Pass?
Yeah.
Then what are they talking about? Them $70? Are you lying to me? I'm trying to make sure that 2K.
No, the new,
new
one's
one's
the new
$70.
ones. The new one's
Next
gonna be
one's $70.
$70. The old, I downloaded
Right.
the old
Did you
one.
buy the new one?
No,
Okay.
no.
He bought the old one.
Then
The
your
old-
shirt,
I
your
didn't
shirt
buy
is
it.
safe.
I downloaded it because I already
Yeah,
spent
no, that's
my
fine.
Game Pass.
That's fine. You want to get the old one
I'm
and
not
you want to
doing
get it
VC.
here. I'm not taking sports games away from sports gamers. I'm saying don't give them your new money. Okay,
Yeah.
you go buy it used where it's like fucking $5, $10 because
Yes.
those games are worthless in the previous back years, or just find a roster update. But do not spend $70.
And
Joe.
no,
We're gonna
I'm
have a
not
problem.
buying any VC points.
Right,
Okay.
MVC points, Joe. If you buy that game,
I'm
you're
doing the
fired.
stupid grind.
Just kidding. But no, seriously, Joe. Let's not.
No,
let's
honestly,
not
that's
buy
why.
that game.
That's the only reason why I got the Xbox Game Pass, because
Right.
there's so many badass
Right.
things. I've
Yeah.
downloaded a lot of games,
Yeah.
Witcher, Hollow Knight, trying that
And it
one
really
out.
takes the sting out of really poor games. And that's
Yeah.
what the Angry Joe show is, trying to save you money. And so a game like Crackdown, which you could have spent $60, we only spent $5 on it. Remember? We bought Game Pass for $5 during this little deal where it's just like $5, let's go. And I was like, all right, let's go. And I played Crackdown for like 3 hours and then put me to sleep. And then like a month later, I was like, oh, shit, we never did Crackdown.
Yeah, it was that bad.
Yeah.
I woke up a month later. Anyways.
Well, it's a good deal, and it brings them closer to like the PC experience. So
Yeah.
so last night played a game for 3 hours and it was broken. Like,
So really, well, go ahead and finish.
So like played the game completely broken, could not progress, like the game was bugged, and so I went to Steam, and even though I was outside the Steam window of refunds, they're like, no, of course, if the game's broken, we'll refund you. You do that on a console game, not being broken, but you just like really don't enjoy the game. Your option was like go to GameStop, and they'll give you Skittles and $1, and that's what you get. It's like take it or leave it.
I'll take the Skittles.
Yeah, the sour Skittles. They're the good Skittles.
All right.
I forgot. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
So the Game Pass.
Oh, I know. Remember,
Okay.
I'm not interrupting. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
now you remember, yeah.
I remember. So Game Pass. So really, you should look at the consoles like PS5 and Xbox Game Pass.
Yes.
That's really what it is, because they say
Yeah.
a lot of their games are well. This was not true, and we pointed this out. I don't know if we pointed it out yet. This could be another news story. We'll put it in here. That Xbox is already starting to renege on some of the promises that you won't need to upgrade to the Xbox Series X for another 2 years.
Yeah.
So even though the console's coming out this year, they're like, don't worry about it. You don't need to buy it for another 2 years because every single game that's going to be on the Xbox Series X is also going to be on the old console. And that is like, why the fuck would I ever buy a Series X?
Listen,
But at the same time, it's good because I don't have to upgrade, save money.
Exactly. And then if you want to play the best optimized, sure, you
But
get it, but
the point
you
I
don't
was
need
making
to.
is they're starting to renege on that because if you look console launch exclusives, you're not going to get to play it unless it's on the Xbox Series X for a while.
For a period of time, yeah.
For a period of time. Now, does that include its own Xbox One in that console launch exclusive window, or is it just the Xbox Series X console launch exclusive window, or is it the Xbox One Series
don't you
S?
start.
Series
Don't
S.
start.
Series S.
Series S and X exclusive, but not Xbox One and S. Xbox One S exclusive. It's actually Xbox One X and S and Series X and Series S potentially.
That's right. He did it.
Exclusive.
That was
There it
correct.
is.
That was factually correct.
That was correct.
You lost.
Yeah. So we don't know. And then what muddies everything up is these will all be available on the PC as well. And so you're like, is this going to be a complete launch on a PC? Now, for me, I have a personal computer, and I probably have one console. And for this last generation, I chose PlayStation because it had games.
Yeah.
And then I chose PC because it has games. And then for this one, it may just be the same thing where I may support, I still have my PC. I probably will get a PlayStation 5 because it has games.
And here's what you'll add: Xbox Ultimate
Game Pass. I will be
because the Ultimate includes PC.
Exactly. And so I will have access to all of the wonderful games that are coming out on the Series X, but I'll get to play it on a better PC. PC's a little bit better. But by a little
You don't want
bit, I
them
mean a lot
teraflops?
better.
You want them flops?
I got so many more floppy boys
The
than
SSD? You
yeah.
got them SSD in your PC?
Yes.
All right.
I got
All right then. Never mind.
Yeah. So we'll be able to support both PlayStation and Xbox. And from Microsoft's point of view, that's probably what they want anyway, because they want you on these services. They want you playing all of their games.
And
how
subscribe.
how you play doesn't matter because they made their money anyway on the games.
Yeah, and just from this approach, it almost feels like this is the last Xbox console. Or what they'll take a completely different thing and upgrade their consoles like mini computers. So this is the 2020. The Xbox Series X is the 2020. The Xbox Series S is the 2020. And then in the future, the Xbox Series will be Xbox Series 2024. And then the Xbox Series X 2024 series.
Not
with
enough X's or
upgraded
S's in there,
memory
yeah.
And, okay.
So obviously this is gonna be the front runner for GeForce and Stadia, right?
Yeah, I mean the
NVIDIA.
the fact that
yeah.
it's included, like in the Game Pass, getting access to xCloud is such. We talked about it last week.
Oh,
It's such
we didn't talk about this. xCloud.
Yeah, we
it's
did.
also included.
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
we did last week. It's included, and it's amazing the fact that it is automatically included, and you'll get to do it as of September on mobile, on tablets, on PCs, whatever way. I mean,
The games.
you get
on
games.
your mobile.
You get games.
Xbox
You can play it
is
on your
doing
phone,
it right.
which means Stadia is
Obsolete.
There you go.
Dead. Stupid.
Dead.
It's been nullified,
Yeah.
Joe.
It's been nullified. The one Star Trek episode I was able to force other Joe to watch. Nullified. You've been nullified.
He said I look like
Voyager.
Chicote or something.
Chicote.
God damn it! Will
Yeah.
you watch
He does
TNG,
look like Chicote.
please?
We got to put the thing on.
Yeah.
Been nullified.
You've been nullified. Stadia, you've been nullified. Unless you want to read. No, because the Xbox Game Pass is everything that we wanted Stadia to be when you include xCloud inside in it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Maybe you should learn from them.
Pay one time for a subscription, get access to hundreds of games, including new ones.
The last thing you want to talk about is Phil Spencer, again, the Xbox boss, responded to the increased price for next-gen games. Was kind of asked about, like, look, we see what 2K is doing with NBA. What is your opinion on these games going up? Now, he was really dodgy about the question, and he didn't give a firm yes or no. Which,
It's going up.
It's not up to him.
It's not direct. It's not up to him unless they're games that are made by the Xbox studios themselves, and ultimately he would have that opportunity. But as of right now, all of the third-party game developers have the opportunity can say what the price is going to be. That's why 2K is raising their price. I'm worried that EA and some of the other big games will raise their price. Can you imagine paying $70 for Madden and then having to buy packs to play that fucking thing? Like, just like absolutely.
People will do it.
Yeah.
That's what's. That's not me.
Not you.
I don't do it unless it's free.
Yeah.
No! Not even free. Don't let their numbers go up saying, "Oh, we got you addicted on that addiction for free," and then you go and buy the packs when I'm not looking.
Devin.
No.
It's the only game they
No!
play. Okay, well, sorry, Angel and Devin. I can't play with you anymore.
They don't even play. Devin doesn't play Ultimate Team. Angel plays Ultimate
not
Team.
Ultimate Team. I'm just saying the Madden, the new
You
Maddens.
can play Madden.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
not going to do that.
No,
Fuck that. I'm not going
fuck
to give them
that.
money.
No, we don't even want to give them money up front until they fucking fix franchise.
And faces.
They haven't touched franchise in so many fucking years. And faces, the same fucking 4 faces. Is it 4 or 5 faces? We got to get it. The
4.
same fucking 5 faces over and over and over.
I'll look.
So Spencer declined to say if Microsoft's own new games will cost $70 or not, because they do have so many studios that they purchased within the last couple of years to make sure that Xbox has games.
Billions of dollars, and it's the same fucking. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. I got to put in one interruption.
So we don't know if the price is going to go up. Now, if the prices go up, the reason that I put this directly after the other one, if games start becoming $70, $75, $80, it just means that Xbox Game Pass is an even better deal than it already is, because he's being kind of dodgy about whether it's going to happen. They keep bringing up these, and again, this is not me. People angry at me in the comments saying you want prices to go up. Why would I want prices to go up? I have to buy these damn games. If they keep justifying reasons where they're like, hey, all these costs are going up.
Yeah.
Even if they're making up those numbers, they are saying it, which means that they're trying to make the cost of the price of the games go up because they want more money.
Yeah.
And if that is the
I wonder
case,
if they would increase their subscription price.
I'm curious to see if that's the case. But because they've established it at $15, I imagine that's probably what it's going to be for at least the next year. So that's a really good deal, especially since I think for Game Pass you can still prepay the whole thing. And so just prepaying it, $180 for the whole year. That's three AAA games. That's the cost of 3 AAA games, and we'll play a hell of a lot more on Game Pass.
Yeah.
So we don't know the price.
Xbox is selling better and fucking better, man. When you approach it, when you frame it in this particular way, PS5 versus Xbox Game Pass. That's how you frame it. Because you look at it, PS5 versus Xbox Series X, PS5 wins.
Yeah.
Period. There is no Series X. There is no bathroom. There is no Series X. There's no point to it other than upgrading the graphics, right? And in that case, you might as well go with the PS5 because you get the graphics and the exclusives.
Yeah, and I want to explain exactly what you're saying there. It's not that the Series X isn't a wonderful piece of machinery. It's just Microsoft has taken the strategy where you don't need the Series X because you'll be playing. You'll be able to play it on your PC. You'll be able to play it on your Xbox One already.
Anywhere you want.
Why play it on this new one? So you don't need to. But that's kind of their point. It's like play it on whatever you want. We just want to sell you these games.
We just want you
and
to
it's
be
a good
on
strategy.
our subscription service so that we can show our investors you're getting this much money, potentially more.
Every month.
Consistently.
And once people subscribe to something, we keep trying. We were forced to remind him every couple months. Have you canceled your subscriptions that we told you to?
Yeah, but this is going to take a whole nother video. But this is dangerous because that model, if we all move to that model, there are pitfalls to that.
For sure.
Unfinished games coming out. They'll finish them later. They're on the Game Pass. You didn't pay more than $5 for it or whatever, relatively. And, losing these awesome libraries of games that we have in our home, used games and things like that, sharing. So there's all these negatives that go along with those positives, and we'll talk about that in a future video.
Yeah, that has to be. Okay. That's an hour-long thing to talk about.
Okay.
Well, that's it for what we got for Xbox news. Anything else that you want to talk about before we close up this week of news?
Did you cancel your Origin? Not an Origin.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm good and clean on that. I need to up.
Uplay.
I need to up to Uplay.
Did you do Ubisoft? Don't you have a Ubisoft?
Like a Uplay free? No, because that was never. I never felt like that had as much value as the EA one. But now I can cancel that and just get the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ultimate.
And that's it. And then just the sponsor was us. So, if you really like our show, you want to make sure and ensure it continues, please subscribe. Please like the video. Or if you want to go above and beyond the Call of Duty, click that Patreon link below. See if that's for you. Thank you all so much. This is video 2 of 2. Go watch that first one. And, thank you very much. And we'll see you on the next. Oh, one more thing. Ghost of Tsushima posters. So we've gotten a bunch of submissions in.
Yep.
We have already chosen a winner. We are going to share that winner with you when the review comes out. And the review has been, like I said in the last video, delayed because of our new studio move. It's been pushed back 2 or 3 days. It's just some studio stuff I had to be over there for to make sure everything was getting done right. And it just had to be done because it's going to set us up for the next bunch of years. So, sorry that the Tsushima review is late, but we'll have the posters debut during that one. And Joe will maybe show off some posters that we all got already. Thank you. The submissions were awesome. But submissions are done because we've selected, and we are going to share that with you on the Ghost of Tsushima review. So please stay tuned for that, probably before the end of July. Hopefully it'll come out before August on that. And that's it. So thank you very much, and we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show.
Bye guys.